Hi, everybody.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to Force Theme.
Hey,
I actually want to get to something real quick.
what you want to get to, bro?
Today's episode is going to be about emotions, but the phone.
What about a phone?
I really don't like when people try to tell me how to use my phone.
Elaborate.
Bro, I remember I had a manager,
Right.
Mr. Funk.
His name was like actually Mr.
His last name was actually
Funk.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to call him Mr. Funk.
Okay.
Bro, he used to really get upset with me about not answering the phone when he would call me, right?
Like while you're at work or while you?
It could be whether I'm on my way to work, whether I'm at work.
Okay.
It don't matter.
Okay.
Now, remove Mr. Funk because that was the first person to ever
Right.
to show me that if somebody expresses this to me, I'm like I'm not gonna like this because I never liked it when he did that. Where do people get the audacity to try to tell you how to use your phone? Women, men, family, friends, girlfriends, homegirls, don't matter. Call you with the spiciness, boy. I'll be like, or in the AirPod, I'm like,
Confused.
is this person okay? Because I thought this was my phone and I paid the bills. Feel me? Because I
thought
definitely
so,
paid
too.
the bills on this.
I definitely play mines.
So what we talking about? I can't hang up on you like that. Don't hang up on me like that. If I call you, you better pick up the phone. Whoa, sweetheart,
You sending me this
sir.
$100 a month for my phone bill?
You feel me? You ain't kicking
Well,
that bread out.
that's
You
what I'm
can't tell me
saying.
nothing.
That's why I don't get offended when people like don't text back immediately or don't hit me back immediately, cause like
At the end of the day, you might be busy doing whatever you're doing. It is what it is.
you're gonna get to it when you get to it.
Even if you got your red receipts on, I've had to learn how to not take that type of stuff personal because, again, I've opened up messages, read messages. Hey, I ain't ready to respond to this just yet. I'm doing something. I'm going to come back to this.
All right, but though, and then you can't just forget, like, bro.
No, but then you get that bold, brazen, oh, so you just going to leave me on red? Whoa.
Now, yeah.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
busy doing I
Now
just
you
read
gonna
it
get
real
left on
quick.
red.
You feel me? You had a lot more words than what I was expecting. So I had to open it up and see what you were saying. Or, you know, because I do the 3D thing. Yeah, today with the 3D thing, you don't always got to open the message, but regardless, it just be so, to me, it's like the audacity, the gall. Who are you? Are you paying the bill? If you're not paying the bill on whoever's phone you talking to like that, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta calm down. You got to calm
He is
down.
playing with a pocket knife. Continue talking.
Nimbus, our lovely house cat, was playing with a knife.
Was playing with a pocket knife.
We had to retrieve that.
It wasn't an open blade. It was closed.
But nah, y'all really should check that. For the ones that be doing that, y'all should really check that. I don't know what be up with that, but you got to reel in some of that spiciness. It's like nicer and calmer ways you can go about
A lot of nicest ways.
getting your little demands off because that's what it be sounding like. But
That
like,
really would it be. I ain't gonna lie, like.
And you know, because today's conversation is about emotions, like this is perfect. Something off the top of my dome. I don't be trying to match energy, but it be so hard to remain calm when somebody's really like getting at you. And it's like, we could have this conversation in a calm and cool way, but instead, it's a lot of rah-rah. You feel me? Whether it's coming from me or the other person, it's a lot of rah-rah.
I don't respond well to rah-rah, bro.
I don't.
Especially when I first came off, like, cool, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That should at least give you the enticement to, like, okay, let me not come at him a certain way to ruin the feng shui bars that he's presenting right now.
But that's also what Roger generation kills us for.
That's that old head shit.
Because we super emotional.
That's that
and this
old
and
head
that.
shit. Hey, that's one thing. These old people, bro, y'all gotta stop listening to them when it comes. There's certain things old people can definitely put you on game for.
Factual.
Expressing their emotions, doing any type of that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. They didn't do a lot of training in that. They didn't put a lot of forethought into that.
No,
You know?
which isn't their fault.
And granted, some of them cashed in with houses and nice cars, and you got a nice life, but you're emotionally inept and you need a little work and whatnot. You know, and that, and I ain't gonna hold you. Based on what was going on in the times back then, that makes all the sense in the world. I wasn't faced with the type of things that men of the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, I wasn't faced with those same trials and tribulations. But I gotta be honest, I'm all about reciprocation, you know? I like to be calm, I try to be calm. I have a tendency to talk loud, you know, get that from my mom, it just kind of runs in the DNA. So when I initially speak, it's, you know, if I'm on some cool, we just kind of getting into the building early in the morning, volume will be low. But if it's, you know, we in the flow of things, if I'm in the flow of my groove, I'm just gonna be a little loud. But in points of like contention where there needs to be some type of conversation, personally, sometimes I do get a little loud, and that tends to I have to be told to bring it down. And I don't be mad at that. Like, I once had a girlfriend tell me, like, you gotta, you know, bring that volume down, check that volume. And I'm like, gotta respect it.
There's a lyric from YoungBoy where he said just that. He said, damn, what was that?
Think about it.
It's called I forgot the song, but he's like, when I'm doing too much, you tell me chill.
Mm-hmm.
But not in a negative way, but like just like as great song. Let's continue talking because I'm gonna spend way too long trying to find that lyric, bro. But
was that the beginning of it?
Like the song?
Yeah.
Nah. It's somewhere in like the middle of it. But yeah, at some point he basically just said that, like, when I be in here doing too much. Oh, when I be in here doing too much, then baby, you tell me to stop. Got 2 T's and got 9s and I got 8 R's. Got in it right now.
I can't think of the name.
What?
I can't think of the name of that song, but I know I've heard that before.
You don't waste my time, no. Everybody shining. I got bitches throwing up 4K trading, banging for a big slime. They don't even know him. My fault. My fault.
Yeah, I can't lie though. That's one of the reasons why I listen to YB, because maybe not some of the, you know, but his emotion and how he expresses how he be feeling, I could get with that, because sometimes I be that type of angry. I'm just not willing to go outside and do those type of things.
On me. I listen to that in my crib.
Much like when I play the game, like I'm gonna play the game and I'm gonna, you know, gun people down and rob people and stuff like that. Like, it's GTA. It's GTA. But I'm not gonna run outside and go and do that. So same thing with music, bro. When I'm feeling angry and I wanna get that emotion off, or I wanna, you know, amplify how I'm, not necessarily how I'm feeling, but like, because I understand music in just the instinctual way, like, when I turn YB on, it's a party. Like, I feel like being angry is okay, and I can rock out.
Call Me Late, YoungBoy. That's the name of the song. My fault.
I know that song. That's from. Yeah, I know that song. I know that song.
Yeah. Still flexing, still stepping.
Yes, bro.
Flexing, still stepping. I know it.
Tape
was one of the top tiers. We gonna get 2 indoors in YoungBoy's discography right now.
Batman's one of my favorite songs off of there.
Riding in there, Batman.
Yeah. Chill.
My fault. We gonna get started again.
Because for a second I'm hearing the beat and I'm just like, I want to grab a speaker and turn it on.
Facts.
But for real though, like, YB, just to finish that off, like, he does a really good job of expressing how he feels through all of that gang shit he be talking about. And although I'm not a gang member myself, I can just sit there and just party hard. Cause hey, look, this is your lifestyle, and you just laying it on a beat. Mm-hmm. I'ma just enjoy what I'm hearing here, cause wow.
And to add on to that, I feel like YoungBoy,
and I don't care if it's glazing, it's good music. Go look at his numbers on YouTube.
Yeah, facts. It's not glazing. Stop playing. But I feel like YoungBoy found his way of expressing or giving out his emotions. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that kind of dives us into our topic of how did you learn how to control your emotions?
I ain't gonna lie, listening to Preach and singing my life away.
For real?
Yes, I'm joking. That song preach, bro. That's one of my favorite songs by him because he really he sung his heart out in that song, bro. And it's
Facts.
when you listen to the bars, it's like, okay, some things happening here, but how I learned how to control my emotions, honestly, was through playing the game.
The game?
Playing Madden, playing God of War.
That's very niche.
I'm gonna say Madden specifically, because there was a time in high school where I started playing my friends in Madden, kind of not regularly, but when they would come over to my crib, we would play.
Yeah.
And I remember one time, I had a friend named Charles. Me and my friend Charles was playing, bruh, and he had the Packers, I had the Cowboys. I've always used the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboys fan. My father's a Cowboys fan. That's how I became a Cowboys fan, so don't ask too many questions. Bruh, he threw a pass to Jordy Nelson when he was because he was still in the Packers at that time. A great receiver, if you didn't know. But he bombed it. He was like, you want to see a cheese play? And which means cheating, he bombs it to him, and I'm watching it, and I'm not believing. And of course, caught that ball, and guess what I did? I lied. Punched the TV. Boom.
Oh my God! Yeah, you told her. What you tell her happened? Yeah.
I told her I fell on it or something like that. I smooth lied. Oh,
brother!
I just wanted to get that out of there before I even said that.
So the game definitely taught you to hey, don't.
Bro, because once I broke the TV, I didn't have a TV for years. I literally did not have another TV until I bought a TV.
Really?
But off instinct, he caught that ball. I punched my TV, and it was over for the TV. I told her that the TV fell, something like that.
Was it the end? Was it the
at the end of the game?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I was just that pissed off by that play.
Yo, imagine it was like the beginning.
But you gotta think. I ain't gonna say you gotta think. You wouldn't know this, but that wasn't the first time I had broken something of mine or something that wasn't mine when playing the game. When I was younger, bro, I broke a total.
Oh, you was one of them. You was
4 PlayStation 3 controllers and 2 Xbox 360 controllers. The Xbox 360 controllers, one of them joints I bought myself or I got somehow. I don't remember, but I broke that on intention, so I really wouldn't count that one. But the 4 PlayStation 3 controllers, that got me.
4?
Yeah, that got me banned from playing the game. Yeah, my brother ended up putting his hands on me something serious one time. He told me you banned. Don't trust the game type. And boy, what I cut the game on one day. I'm playing. Man, make sure that. Boy, I heard the door open. I'm like,
oh, you try to
cut the game off real quick and just, bro. My brother too. He's a villain for real. He went in that joint. He put his hand behind the goddamn
system. It was hot. It was warm. It was warm.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh no. I was wrong though. Remember the consequences and repercussions? I was clearly told not to get on the game for clear reasons.
To be fair, you had 4 chances.
Yeah, nah. I just was, bro, playing the game. There was just missions and moments that would make me so angry, bro. And it's just honestly, the best way to get that explosive energy to me out was
throw some.
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel you ever played Brawlhalla?
No, what the hell is that?
Oh, you never played Brawlhalla?
I'm more of a Tekken and Mortal Kombat type of person.
Okay. What about like Super Smash Bros?
Okay, yeah.
You know the format of that type of game? It's like that. It's exactly like that.
Okay.
But for free.
So you was online with it.
Yeah, it's like you can play I got 3 controllers. Yeah. Okay. Brawlhalla. Yeah, some of y'all might know Brawlhalla.
It's an indie game is what it sounds like.
No joke. It's one of those. I think it's one of those indie games that really just blew up, just of how it's a really good game. But it also causes things with you. Because me personally, I done had to stare at my TV a couple times, and I had to remember I don't got money for another one, man.
Yeah, nah. I had to learn. I had to get comfortable with sleeping in the dark. At first, I really didn't like sleeping in the dark like that.
You needed a nightlight and shit. Wait. No, for real.
No. I would literally listen to Golden Girls. So when my grandmother was still alive, she would turn on Golden Girls, or I would turn on Golden Girls. We would be watching Golden Girls before I would go to bed. Okay. And don't judge me. And if you do judge me, I don't care. I would literally sing Golden Girls as I was going to bed, and I ain't gonna hold you. Regularly, I would go to sleep smack after singing it. I picked up on that one day, like one night. I'm like,
You got capability.
After I sing this song, after I harmonize with it and whatnot, I end up going to bed. I think I'm gonna keep doing this. And it just kind of became a thing because my grandmother was always just awake and still watching TV. So it was just, and I mean, this was after I had learned how to sleep in the dark. But like, personally now today, like I make sure I turn the TV off before I go to bed. I don't do the whole leave the TV thing on. Like if I did leave the TV on, that means means when I hit the bed, I was, at no point in time that I move again to reach for a remote or anything like that. But, and I broke a lot of stuff. Like last thing, I was playing God of War one day, because this is why I brought up God of War. I was in my brother's room.
God of War, which one?
God of War, the first one. Not the first one, but
oh, like the
one.
OG one?
No, the first one.
The remake first one.
Yes.
Okay.
Shout
out God of War.
Great game.
Good ass game.
Like, perfect.
Ragnarok? You play Ragnarok?
Both of them.
Sure.
When I got that spear. When I got that.
Ooh.
Yes.
Man, what? Yeah. Y'all need to know Bob, bro. Ragnarok.
Draupnir spear, Leviathan axe, Chaos blades. It was glorious. It all was amazing.
And you know what's one thing I will give Ragnarok?
That's how I hit the table that the TV was sitting on in my brother's room.
Okay.
Yeah, and I broke it in half.
Yo, some of those side bosses were harder than the actual story. Like,
and you know what it was? I was playing it on God of War. I was playing it on this hardest difficulty.
Devious.
Yeah.
And you beat them?
No, I was trying to. I had already beat the game.
Okay.
I was just bored and wanted to play it, and that's how good of a game it was. So I tried to run it back.
God of War.
It cost him a table or a dresser, because I broke that joint clean in half. It didn't make the game fall off or nothing like that, or the TV fall off. But I when I did it, I was like, I turned the game off and got out of his room. Cause it had been such a long time since I had did something like that. I was definitely disappointed in myself, but I really wasn't worried about what he was going to do to me, because me and my brother, we haven't had that type of big brother, little brother relationship in a long time. But I definitely was concerned with what he was going to have to say, because I'm just like, damn, I ain't need to do that.
You come back home, there's a hole in your dresser. I'd be kind of upset.
Yeah, no, for real.
That God of War is probably one of those games I 100% justify.
So I just had to learn how to control my emotions. Losing in Madden. Because I would always play my brother when we were younger, and I think he had it. I would always get excited off of doing certain things. Yeah. Get a small win and try to, celebrate. And I don't know if he looked at the celebration as a means of like, he must think that he's doing something. I don't know what, but after celebrating, most times, the game would just go downhill. I don't know if that was just little brother syndrome or what, but like game would just go downhill. So it was like I had to learn how to control how I felt in the moment when playing the game. Like until the game is over and it's 0-0-0 and I won, don't get too up, don't get too low.
Yeah.
Oftentimes when I get too low, I just quit.
Yeah.
When the deficit's too high and it's just too much. Or I punch the TV. I ain't gonna hold you. I've considered it quite a few times when playing a game. Not
definitely.
Recently.
You can't. Them controllers. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, but I can hold you. After I did it one time, I never did it again. But
you said 4 PlayStation controllers and 2 Xbox controllers, man. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta watch my stuff around with you, man.
That's why I generally bring my own controller. Not gonna lie. Generally why I bring my own controller.
That's real.
Because I can't be breaking other people's things. That's just wrong.
Yeah, that's just,
And in losing to my brother so much, it just taught me how to woosah. Like, if I'm losing.
Be okay with that outcome?
Either I could just quit the game and go to another one, or I could try to fight my way back into this.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I had negative reactions to it when I was younger. Today,
of course,
me and Eddie, we be at war when it comes to Madden. War. He rarely gets to really see me be shaken. He rarely really gets to see me like
that
sweat.
Ed sucks?
What?
I think I'm hearing that my man's Nolan
No,
saying add some buns on the game. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm not
now.
even.
He said you ain't never
I'm
giving no
not-
trouble.
This is actually a perfect clip.
He ain't never giving no
Let
trouble.
me keep it a stack. With
Keep
you.
it a beat with
$150.
yeah.
He's like that.
He like that.
He's like that.
Okay.
I've went on 5, 6, 7 game win streaks against him, vice versa. Like it's just been a constant back and
So
forth.
it's okay.
At
so it's
first,
conscious.
I had him.
For real.
First, I had him dead to rights.
Right.
And I was cooking him left and right. He had to go get a PlayStation 5 and go get him a Madden. And then
He
we
went
was
locked in, did his thing.
Yeah, because he was getting tired of it. I mean, I was getting tired of it too, because it's like, this is boring.
Yeah.
And then it came a break where, now this is nip and tuck. This is game for game.
Game for game.
Now this is, nigga,
Yo,
every
facts.
drive
That's how it
matter
is.
from
Yeah.
the top. Like I'm talking about from first quarter to the fourth quarter, every single decision made is
Right.
going to matter. But when I tell you I've had so many wins and losses that now when we play, whether he beats me, whether I beat him, I really know how to just calmly just play. You know, I take my mistakes. I take my mistakes for what they are. Like I threw that interception, ran the wrong play, got a sack or whatever the case may be. But boy, once he became a worthy opponent and we started going fucking blow for blow,
Started hitting that Meliodas and Bond. That little back and forth. That's elite.
So I'm talking real live, edge of the seat, stress. Feel me? on it, like, okay, like
That's how you know a game's serious.
Cause he be knowing my moves and whatnot. Like there was a time when he really had me sitting there looking at the screen like, what do I do? He keep following my each and every, and it's just like, and it's after the ball is snapped, so it's him knowing my tendencies and whatnot. And that's how I explain my style of playing Madden. Like my IQ isn't that high, but I study tendencies and whatnot. But God of War, Madden, and various other games are where I learned how to control my emotions, because it was either something happened and I got super mad and wanted to break something, or I was having the time of my life and I was just enjoying the game.
Yeah.
But that, and then obviously there was real life situations where after it happened, I got to think about how it made me feel and this and that. But when it comes to like self-control and like holding back what I could do and all of that came from playing the game.
So it all just kind of helped you express it in a healthier, because it seems like you still get shaken up at times. You still like,
yeah, no, for sure.
But it's not like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm an anomaly to my brother Ron, because he's like, sometimes I be getting dusted off. I be getting beat, and it just be that. And then there's other times where you can't touch me. I'm on one. Recently, I feel like, I haven't really, I don't remember the last game I lost in Madden, as a matter of fact, because online wise, my connection ain't been the greatest, so. But winning and losing in Madden is really where I learned how to tame my anger. I still get up easily. It's really hard to control that sometimes, but just the overall, like, volatility of it all and like how fiery I could be, I feel like that definitely helped me reel it in a whole lot, because I don't know. Like I probably would have needed a sport or something like that if I wasn't playing the game.
Yeah.
But because we had systems and whatnot, and that's the times we was growing up.
Yeah.
PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, that was my release. Feel me? That's why I'm saying I never thought to go outside and try to hurt people.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get on this game and I'm gonna do some damage.
Facts.
Because that's what it's for. It's a game.
Speaking of sports, I will say, definitely in suppressing a lot of angry emotions or kind of negative emotions was my sport, wrestling. Cause
dog,
let me tell you, like, any type of MMA, like, sport, not just wrestling, not just boxing, like anything, is gonna be the most humbling experience of your life.
This is definitely what I would call a healthy way of expressing.
A healthy way of expressing, because when somebody first, keep in mind, I first joined my team late because we had quarantine freshman year. So sports were canceled that year. So 10th grade, we're going back in school, and I'm in lunch. I'm not really doing much or anything, and like the coach is just handing out flyers and stuff. And me and bro was like, "Yo, nah, bro, like we gotta do this. Like, but if I get put on my neck or like if somebody beat me, he gonna have to catch me outside. This is like hot boy, like on some like what I'm saying. I ain't losing. This, that, and the third." And I remember our first day of like, bro, it wasn't even. We didn't even have a practice. Like this was literally just like a preseason, like, what's it called for football? Like a preseason game.
Scrimmage.
Scrimmage. It's basically that. It was our coach contacted his old schools. Then it was like, hey, your kids want to get some practice in with ours and stuff. So literally before a day of practice, before anything about knowing anything besides just pushing around and keeping somebody off of you. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, it's a private school named Boys Latin. It's somewhere, I think in the city somewhere or something, private. My first match was like, yo, my coach hyping me up and said, you know what I'm saying, working, you know what I'm saying. Keep in mind, I don't know nothing.
Sent you out into the fire
Send me out straight into the fire, bro. When I tell you there's a specific move, it's not really a move, but it's kind of just like like, hold on, like duck your head a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like somebody will slap your head like this, really trying to like my fault, but really trying to, you know what I'm saying, bring you down. When I tell you, obviously later on you get some backbone and stuff. You're not just going to let somebody push you around. But boy, I just ate Matt. Like he did that and I fell. Like I just face planted, like just...
Oh my God.
Like that. Look, just like that.
So he slapped his hand on the back of your neck.
He slapped my hand, and I just lost all balance. And then, obviously, he gets to go around, gets his little points. This motherfucker he don't stay on top of me, pause. Because usually you're supposed to really stay on top of somebody, whatever, to prevent them from escaping. Because escaping gives them a point.
Right.
This man spun around me, like, on my head. And then, like, I got up, took down. Pinned. I got pinned. And that was the first time ever in my life where like for a sport or like any type of like even a game, I've raged at games, I've gotten really mad at games, but I've never felt that helpless. Like that, like there's nothing, I could be as angry as I wanted to be in that moment. Tight. And nothing would have changed that outcome. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm walking around trying to hold back tears and shit, cause I ain't gonna lie, I just got dogged, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I just got dogged. Real life, I got dogged. Yeah. And obviously first match, like everybody goes through that and stuff. Coach telling me like, you good, we getting a concert back. I ain't gonna lie, I did turn around and damn near beat everybody in my county besides Owings Mills. I ain't gonna lie, it's still up with you. But it's stuff up. Like that. Like from that point on, that humbled me to the point where I was like, this skinny, he was just a little taller than me, a little skinnier than me, but just a little tiny bit taller than me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this kid like, he ain't nothing. Lightweight. No.
Light work.
So that just taught me to never underestimate somebody else's capabilities. And that kind of helps me limit my own, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of Rogers inside a regular body. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense.
Like an unexpected body. So me personally, I got survival on my mind. I'm not about to mess anything up for myself.
A lot of loose cannons.
There's too many loose cannons. Imagine that just out there in the street and you just thinking, oh, this guy bumped into me. Like, this is for people that are like still struggling with like letting go of dumb, stupid things. You bump into somebody, you look at him, he's skinny and stuff. We talked about this. Who would you fight? The dude with the scars or the dude with no scars or something like that?
Bruh.
And you trying to get all hype in his face and stuff.
No, honestly, continue that, my bad.
And you on your neck. And don't let it be a boxer. Knock.
Would you, in a fight, or if you had to choose between a blank canvas, a guy that has no scars, no nothing, and a guy that does have scars, Which guy you fighting?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just try to avoid a fight to begin with.
No. They came here for a fight.
For a fight?
You have to choose which path you going
Okay.
down. Who are you choosing to go
Thinking
fight?
logically. Thinking logically.
Did you try to find his way out of the question?
If somebody has scars all over their face, right?
Who said anything about all over their face? I just
Oh,
said
you
all
just
over,
said-
all over their body.
All over their body?
And you can now you can depict what you want to depict.
Okay. See,
So
I'm
he
saying
could
like,
look as scary as you want him to look, or you know.
Okay. 'Cause
Just,
I'm
he
imagining
has scars, and the
if
other
somebody
guys
has
are
scar
clean
tissue
canvas.
on their face, they're easily more damaged than somebody with a clear face because the scar tissue tears easier than the regular skin.
Okay.
So I feel like me personally, I'm gonna go fight the blank canvas. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna beat this shit. Nah, I'm playing.
I mean,
It's
your
a hard
answer.
question. It's a hard question.
Is it?
To me, seeing it the way I do, without looking at somebody for appearance, knowing that somebody's appearance doesn't mean anything,
Exactly.
it's hard for me to like. I feel like I have to sense somebody's aura, presence, or something.
Okay, so here's my stance.
Yeah, what's your stance?
I'm taking the scarred individual
Uh-huh.
because I'm gonna come to a few conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I'm wrong, right, it don't matter. I have a choice to make, and here's where my brain is going.
Okay.
If you have scars, you are battle tested. If you are standing here with those scars, you clearly live to tell the tale.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, either those people that gave you those scars are dead, or they're still alive. Y'all had an amicable battle, one where blood was spilled. So I mean, I don't know if you can call it amicable, but you were able to settle your differences without each other dying, and you go your separate ways. Either way, you're standing here with scars, proving that you survived some things.
Right.
Other guy, I don't know anything. I don't know what to think. You're a blank canvas. There's no, I'm gonna think maybe he's a trained fighter. Maybe he
could be
maybe
anything,
he's
yeah.
crazy. Maybe, I don't know. Scarred guy, even if he is crazy, once again, he's still standing here,
And wait,
ready-
to add on to that,
wanting to fight and
he
whatnot.
do got scars. If that blank canvas don't got no scars, he could probably just up pipe. At least the scarred dude, he willing to fight.
So I feel like either this fight is going to lead to my death, which I can accept, or we're gonna fight. It's gonna be one of them Ishigori versus Yuta JJK reference.
Shout out.
It's gonna be
Oh my
one of them
God.
battles
We're
where
gonna
it's
finish
just
out the top. Yeah.
two respected men just fighting. And hey, once I get the best of you, you know what? If I respect you enough, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna kill you.
Facts.
But maybe I'm a little crazy. Maybe I have a certain code. Maybe when I fight, I gotta kill. Whatever the case may be, I would rather go that route with that individual because the blank canvas, I'm thinking he could shoot me, or he could have a lot of
Quick draw with
He
it.
could have two small blades, and he could
Yeah, man. He's straight. Yeah.
feel me like he.
Somebody gonna Raphael your joint.
It could be a lot of different ways this individual could break you down. And another thing is, if he's blank, what is that also? What could that also possibly mean? He's good at what he does, and that's why he did not get touched. He's untouched. He's clean because he's good at what he does, and he's good at putting people down. So I just had to I had to double and triple down on. Clearly, this individual is either super good or super scary. And if they super scary, you know what that means? They shooting you.
Yeah.
Simple.
Overly.
Especially if
Dumping.
especially if he a blank canvas, he not
Yeah.
gonna wait. He just gonna
Huh?
easy. It's just gonna be
It's
over.
done. It's over.
Or he's super nice, and it's not gonna take him long to put you down. It's gonna be real quick, real.
So it's
clean.
really a lose-lose. You either beat somebody up that like didn't deserve it, or didn't maybe not didn't deserve it, but like you don't really feel any sense of
And I'm also
accomplishment.
not assuming any type of weakness from the guy that is a blank canvas because you're here to fight.
That's true.
Like if I got to choose between the two of y'all, clearly like both of y'all want to fight. Why do you as the blank canvas want to fight? That might be concerning.
True.
That might speak to your psyche.
Very.
I don't know if I want to fight you. Do with the battle scars. He could be a commander. He could be a general. He could be a soldier. He might be a soldier just looking for another kill. Who knows? I'm going, and I like what you said about the scar tissue and how to rip easier and all that. Hey, look, that's tactical. I didn't even think of that. But, you are clearly a little bit more vulnerable. You can clearly be had, especially if it's a lot of scars and whatnot. Like, nah, I'm not going with the blank canvas. Because I don't think death is guaranteed when fighting a dude with the battle scars.
Yeah, facts.
Everything about the blank canvas is a question.
It's literally
mark.
a blank canvas for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
it's like,
I don't know. I don't know about that at all. So you had wrestling for your healthy means of expressing how you feel, and I mean,
it made me a lot calmer. I ain't gonna lie.
I could imagine when somebody done spun on your head, like just that first experience
and
was
like,
something.
The coaches, dogs. Practice is meant to literally break you down. You know what I'm saying? So when you're out on the field, you're on the mat, none of that surprises you or none of that comes off guard. See, all of that, like, I wouldn't have been snuffly and like got my head down on the mat if I literally just had like a good 1 or 2 practices in me. But low-key, I appreciate that because it helped me really realize, like, okay, he's not the best in this state. He's not even ranked. There's even more dogs. There's a dog on top of the dog on top of the dog. It just made me very,
Turn that radar on, boy.
yeah, bro.
You gotta start looking at all of these. You gotta start looking at all of them with a certain level of respect, because you never know.
A lot of the champions, like state champs, county champs, regional champs, whatever the fuck, you would not expect them to be a very well-developed, strong athlete. And I feel like everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Everybody has a face until they get punched in the plan. You know what I'm saying? So just help me relax. Like, hey, don't talk to, even if it's somebody that like I know isn't trained or anything like that, it just makes me even more humbler towards them because, all right, if I can't talk shit to a dog, why am I over here thinking I can talk crap about, little homie? You know what I'm saying?
It just to me, that makes me feel weird.
Feel weird, you know what I'm saying? It kind of shows weakness because
it does.
You picking on, exactly what you know you can handle. You get onto that mat and you get handled.
Bars.
That's a bar, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even trying.
I ain't gonna lie, if I could have wrestled, I definitely would have. That's something I definitely would have indulged.
You got the length. You would have been a cradle demon. Yo, you gonna clip that, bro?
Yeah, for sure.
You got the length. Just started off like that. We talk about wrestling.
Nah, I definitely would have indulged in that because I didn't have no sports really. Like I played football one year.
Yeah.
I was on the D line, but like talking and playing the game were my healthy ways of expressing how I felt for real. Like I did play football, and when I played football, that was fun. What wasn't fun about it was when you got in trouble in school and your mom come and tell the coach.
Facts.
And boy, I had to stand in line. Everybody got a chance to hit me. I had to also stand in a circle. Everybody got a chance to hit me.
You had to run?
I had to roll in the grass. Yeah, that wasn't fun. All because of my grades. That wasn't fun. And I was getting in trouble at home too, so it was just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the DC Warriors. Yeah, they made me.
Was your coach like a school teacher also?
Nah, but he had a son on the team, and boy, he ain't play with him neither.
No,
not at all. We did the same thing to him. I think we did that to him, and then that happened to me. Either way, I was familiar with the practice, so your cats,
bro. My cats have been fighting like
nonstop,
play fighting and shit for the past like. This whole
pretty much 45 minutes.
Yes, I am refilling my water. Continue though.
Anyway, if I didn't have the game, I honestly don't know what I would have did because we moved around so much. I was never at a school long enough to actually get into whatever sports that they had and whatnot. And I really was never super interested in anything else but football. Like I didn't really care too much for basketball, so.
Right.
I would like to be better at basketball. Today, I'm willing to put the time into it. But football was always my main thing because I wanted to hit people. Simple as that. I felt like that was a healthy way of expressing how I feel. When I'm angry, I'm going to put the shoulder pad right on. Bow! Got you.
You should have got your joint in rugby.
Nah, I'm never doing that.
You're not messing with the rug?
I'm not that angry.
The bar rug?
I'm not that angry. Not at all. Not at all. Rugby is such a hellish. It's just it looks like them hits look so.
Oh my gosh! Isn't it literally just helmet?
I don't think they wear helmets at all. They don't have helmets.
Oh yeah. But I think it's just shoulder pads.
No, bro, it's just shirts and shorts.
Really?
Yes.
And no helmets.
No.
Oh my gosh.
They be out there joint killing each other. Cram! Shout out to Tony Baker.
Gosh.
Bruh, now that we 46 minutes into this random, this is very random.
Yeah.
While I was on Instagram, right, and I follow this comedian named Julian Cross Comedy, super funny.
Okay.
He be standing in this open area and he be talking mad shit. Bruh, so I'm driving and I'm watching his live. And I don't normally be in people's lives.
Yeah.
But I'm watching the live as I'm on my way back to work after picking up my food. I requested to get into the live. I really didn't. And he even said it like, don't request to get in the live if you don't think I'm gonna, pull you in here.
Yeah.
He pulled me in there.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that. Bro, why he started cooking me. He said, why your face so soft, nigga? He said, why your face look so soft, nigga? Something like that. Bro, he was like soft face ass nigga. I was like, damn. Like, bro, and then obviously since I was driving, he straight was like, nigga, focus on the road. He was on my top, but I was like, that was a like a crazy little like small like experience on the way back to work. Cause I'm like, I don't normally like join people's lives and to request to be in the live and to get in there. That's how I know this was some BS. And then just get immediately flame.
Soft ass.
Soft face ass nigga. I was like, damn. Nigga, focus on the road. I was like, damn. I was like, I'm going. If he ever have like a comedy show in the area or
funny,
somewhere in the area, I would go. Like,
I'm taking
Julian
my
Cross Comedy. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta plug him because he's super funny, and I think anybody that see this should
add him right here above when you clip this. Just to repost it, you know what I'm saying?
On Instagram, bet. That's a bet.
Yes.
That's a bet. But nah, that was just a funny experience I had, bro. I had to tell somebody about that because I haven't told anybody about that. I just thought it was funny.
You took your L in silence.
Yeah, bro, because I was like, it wasn't in silence because it was people in the live, obviously. And they were saying shit too, and I'm just like, I would do it again. I tried to request to get back in the live, and he was like, he said some shit about my mom's, and I was like,
oh no.
But super funny dude. I think y'all should follow him. Would you turn your emotions off? Vampire Diaries type. I know you never seen this, so I'm gonna tell you in the show, vampires could cut their emotions off.
Well, like by choice,
yes.
Like they can on and off.
Yeah.
Like let's say
turning them back on is not as easy as turning them off.
Okay, but really? So they can turn. Okay, so it's hard to turn it back on, but if they wanted to just out of nowhere turn it off, they can do that.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, now I'm interested.
What makes it hard about turning it on?
Turning it on? Is it because of like whatever's happened, kind of build up?
Nah, because once they turn their emotions off,
yeah,
they
don't have a reason to want to turn it back on because you don't have emotions. Perfectly explained it. Me personally, I like that we can like click, bro.
Yeah.
That's really my man's, bro. Cause like
they're a vampire. They're running on pure logic.
Yeah.
It's just about feeding. It's just about them and their impulses and their instincts.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing about it ain't like they don't think about how I feel at all. But in a real life sense, like, would you turn off your emotions if you could? Because me personally, sometimes I wish I could.
So I have a very specific reasoning for my answer, which is no, I wouldn't, because when I was around 13, 14, I ain't gonna lie, my mom threw me in a mental hospital. But I was tweaking, I ain't gonna lie.
I've been there before.
Yeah. So you know how it is. They give you your evaluation, whatever, and me being as foolish as I was being too honest with the doctor and stuff. So you know,
that
be cooking, y'all. Y'all cannot be too honest. with y'all
I knew better. I knew better.
Like this,
I knew better.
I can't even say that now because this
when
is
I stayed
like
at my bad. I stayed at MedStar Harbor Hospital in Shepherd Pratt. I wasn't always. I was expressing how I felt about what was going on in my real life, but as far as what was going on in my imagination, Kept that short. Kept it brief.
You know what I'm saying?
Kept it kaput.
But yeah, so I mean, they threw me in like some group therapy and like some antidepressants, but it was a certain type of antidepressant. I forgot the name of it, but each person has different reactions to like medications and even different antidepressants itself. I just got unlucky with whatever specific one I had, and I noticed that after like a week or two, I genuinely had no emotion left. Like, bro, I just woke up blank face. Like, I went to school blank face. Like, and it's not even like, bro, it's not even like anything. Like, there's nothing in my mind. Like, I'm not even thinking. Like, it took me a while for me to realize that. That's how like kind of out of it I was. Like, I was cool. Like, I wasn't sad anymore, but I also wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? Stuff wasn't funny to me no more. I wasn't really looking forward to much. Like, I just hey, at least you're not sad no more though. You know what I'm saying? So to me, like, the only reason that it made me do that wasn't even because made me stop taking it, because I wasn't even done my cycles and shit. But something like, I had a logical thought in my brain, and I was like, aren't I supposed to be feeling something right now? Like that, like face just like this too and stuff. And I was like, when the last time I like felt some the medication? It all just started clicking, and I was like, bro, I haven't cried in a while. Panic attacks too. I used to have really bad panic attacks. And yeah, I haven't had panic attacks either, but when the last time a man was joyous? Like, when the last time I found bro funny or something? I'm over here staring at bro. He over here looking like like one of those clowns that's waiting for like laughter, but nobody's laughing. Just staring at bro. Like, so right there, and it was like 8th grade or so, and in the 8th grade, I stopped, and like obviously my emotions came back and stuff. But yeah, that's why I was interested in like the whole vampire thing, like reasoning like why they would stop. Because for me, if I wasn't thinking like emotionally, I wasn't thinking like, oh, I miss my emotions. Like, no, I was just like, I haven't found one in a minute. I'm just stop. And just stop.
It's crazy because I didn't have that type of issue when I was younger, because I was always like optimistic. So I was on the opposite end of the spectrum. I was always optimistic, upbeat, very full of energy. I never thought that would turn against me as I got older. Like, I basically can get myself so worked up and so into my own reality in my mind that I can literally break off and end up in a manic episode, and I'm like I'm just doing my own thing. The first 2 times it happened, it was, all surrounding losing my grandmother and the grief of all of that.
Yeah.
But like, bro, I think the first time, I think they was giving me something for my mood at first, but for the most part, they only really gave me medicine to sleep. Because I guess that was like, that's one of the things that can kind of trigger it, like not sleeping a lot.
Yeah.
But all 3 times that I've been in a manic episode and had to go to a hospital, bruh, I've never had to take the type of pills that would affect my mood. Most of it was all putting me to sleep. I've never been a fan of taking medication for how I feel, because I've always felt.
Yeah.
And that's always been like my issue, I've always felt things strongly, which has always made me sometimes want to just turn it all off, because it's like, bro, this
makes sense.
This is a bit much.
It's like an overload.
Yeah, but it's like,
overload.
why do I care so much?
Yeah.
Why can't I just like disconnect the line and just let things be? And I mean, I still really am unable to kind of do that. I can kind of like turn down the volume on things, but like, it is what it is. I care. Like, I've had to grow to learn that I just care about stuff. So it's like, I have to just be careful with how much I'm caring.
Yeah.
Because even when I used to say a lot when I was younger, I don't care. And my first girlfriend at the time was like basically like, why do you keep saying that? Like, that's not true. You do care. And like, not gonna lie, out of everything that was said in the relationship, that was probably the realest thing that was said. And honestly, probably like the most, like, I guess, impactful. Not most, but like on some boyfriend, like, girlfriend, you telling me something.
Yeah.
When she said that to me, I'm like,
if I'm in here doing too much, then baby, you tell me to stop.
I'm like, you got a point, and it's like, I don't be trying to fake like I don't care. You know, I don't be trying to fake like my emotions is off. It just sometimes be a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And I just be on some, I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to figure it out or whatever the case may be. And that generally will lead me to looping around in my mind, just trying to find out the solution, not the answers, the possible questions, all of the different possibilities. Like, I be running myself crazy trying to figure things out because I care so much. And it's like, I never wanted and never will really take like medicine for stuff like that. I don't believe in it. I don't trust it. And I feel like, how could I ever learn how to be a fully operational human being if I gotta rely on man-made pills to kind of keep me,
that's fair.
in my right state of mind.
That's fair.
So, I'm gonna say, no, I wouldn't want to turn my emotions off because this has been my superpower, low key.
Yeah.
My emotions and how strongly I feel things, but it has also been my kryptonite. It has also worked against me. I have jumped the gun quite a few times in my time.
Wait, jump the gun? What does that mean?
Like jump to conclusions and things
Oh,
like that. Overthinking.
Okay.
Like I just described, like just overthinking things and looking too deep into it, trying to figure out all of the different possibilities, like on some multi-dimensional, multiverse, Marvel.
Okay.
Like just doing too much, trying to figure out whatever I'm trying to figure out, and it's like I've had to grow to learn to give these emotions and give this type of care to the people that want it from me, that come looking for it from me, versus keep trying to, dish it out, and expecting something in return, or expecting something equal in return. Like,
that's fact.
nah. And, I really this question crosses my mind often because it's like, if I could turn them off, like things would probably be real quiet for me. Or I'll probably be really like logical about things. It'll be a lot easier for me to be a little bit more cold when it comes to certain things. But like, I ain't gonna lie, when I find myself doing cold things that kind of feel like that, your emotions is off type of thing, I don't like it. Like after some self-reflection, after a little bit of time, I'm like, that wasn't okay. And that's like in Vampire Diaries, that was one of the, like, you could tell, like, one of the fears, like, you done so much while your emotions was turned off. When you turn them back on, based on whatever your morals and beliefs are and all this other stuff, when you turn them back on, you're gonna have to now face the rush of emotions of whatever it is that you did. You only person that's gonna know it, and it's gonna all be in your head. Once you flip that switch back on, all of that gonna come rushing back to you, and it's like, I would never want to experience that. That's basically like, it's basically like one long implosion. Like, you sent your emotions out like an explosion.
Yeah, we're supposed to be feeling our emotions day to day.
You feel me?
So a whole year's worth of emotions.
You just was pushing it away, but it really wasn't going nowhere. It was still attached to you, and then you flip that switch, and it all comes back to you. Like it could have that mushroom cloud could have got as big as a nuclear mushroom. Like, boy, what? And you bring all that back in?
Yeah, you bring all that back down.
Nah, so I would never turn my emotions off, but it's just sometimes I get a little annoyed.
That's
a little irritated. I just want, and I just want to just
switch. Not right now. I wish I could do that at work sometimes. Like,
bro, because today was one of them days for me. Today was one of them days.
I know what was said, and
today was one of them days.
Facts.
And not even just that. The first car I worked on was not fun.
For new watchers, we work together. We work at Honda.
Yes, I did a catalytic converter today on a 2017 Pilot, and I ain't gonna lie, like, it was giving me, oh my God, I ain't even gonna tell you about that. I'll tell you about that later. But it was a part of the job that got in the way, and Steve saved the day. But like, bro, I'm like, sometimes it just really frustrates me. And then the alignment and all that. Like, sometimes my emotions get on my nerves. You feel me? I be wanting to throw them away and just get rid of them and just do what I gotta do. But that's not how emotions work. And this actually leads us up to our last question. Are we our emotions? And I ain't even gonna hold you. Some days I feel like I am. Some days I feel like it's hard for me to be on some reasonable, logical, put how I feel to the side type of, like, I trust my instincts.
Yeah.
So when I feel like somebody playing with me, or when I feel like something is off,
Yeah.
or when I feel like you may not be understanding what I'm trying to say, like facial expressions and the body language, like I use all of those things to my advantage to, get to my, desired reality, or whatever it is I'm trying to get in particular, answers, whatever. But like it take a lot to feel something in the moment, catch it, bring it down, and respond. It'd be a lot to catch that reaction and then respond. Now sometimes my initial reaction will come up, and then I gotta kind of try to mask it a little bit. But people who know me very well kind of like you know what it is off rip.
Yeah.
But if you don't, I can play it off, and in that second motion respond in a way that allows me to get off what I need to get off without being abrasive or rude or whatever the case may be. But like some days, how I feel is how I feel, and if you come over here on that, it's you.
On that timing,
I'm gonna reciprocate.
Very fair. That's very fair.
It's just that simple.
I feel like with those moments, that emotion, that whatever was given was, or that you had already was stronger to the point. Because I mean, we are still our person. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at myself as like my brain or my heart or my body. I look at myself as a soul, as a spirit. So
I agree.
So
I concur.
My soul understands that, yes, I got my emotions, this and all that stuff is cool, but it's still a physical reaction to our emotions. Our heart rates increase, we get jittery, we get anxious, we start feeling an impending sense of doom. That might just be a me thing. But I feel like our emotions are still as important as ourselves are, but that doesn't make our emotions specifically ourselves. It's just our bodies have a really strong way of reacting to said emotions.
This is kind of like philosophical. You ever read like Sigmund Freud?
No, that's so specific to say.
I know, but it was a book I read in school, bro. It was, I knew it would kind of come up as I got older. I mean, whether I brought it up or somebody else brought it up, but I look at it like, you have your emotions. You look at you. You have your emotions. You have your you have your ego. You have yourself, and
ego, self.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm butchering it based on the book, but what you were saying as far as your spirit, somebody go read Sigmund Freud. I'm pretty sure it's worth your time.
Comment.
And I'm only saying it like that because obviously it's from school. Like, so if you've already seen it or read it, you understand. It felt like a drag dealing with all of that. But anyway, I look at my spirit as an observer.
Yes.
So
yes,
I like to really, when I'm being quiet and I'm not talking, I'm just observing. I'm observing myself.
That's your natural. I feel like that's all of our natural like.
Some people don't. Apparently, some people don't have like an inner monologue, which is crazy.
I did hear about that.
50% of people.
I don't know. 50 is insane.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I can understand.
It's some big number.
It's some people I know for a fact they don't got a little
voice in there.
Yeah, a little voice in their head. A lot of people
or if they do, they're not listening.
It's not listening, but it just really is weird because me, I be in here.
I'm trying to think of an example where somebody for example, an advisor came to me this morning to ask me if the car was gonna be done by 12. And I'm not gonna lie, behind my face, I was mugging him down and really was asking him, why are you here? What do you want? Go away. Like, I don't, like, the car's not done. Like, I can't. But on the outside, what's up? Fist bump, kept it cool, Went on about his business after I said what I had to say to him. I actually walked off to the bathroom because I didn't really feel like dealing with that interaction in the first place. Because it's like, hey, look, if I didn't bring you the keys and the ticket, car's not done yet. Coming to ask me if it's gonna be done by a certain time, pointless. Why? Because if I'm not gonna be done by a certain time, I'm gonna come tell you myself. Now, he was just doing his job. And
He is, yeah.
honestly, I was just, bugging a little bit, but that's why I was able to control how I felt on the inside in the moment and, you know, keep that behind the curtain and on the outside, yeah, what's up? You feel me? Fist bump, keep it all cool. And then when I walked away, it's like, and it's like, it's taken years to get to that point, but sometimes my emotions get the best of me.
That's facts.
Sometimes my emotions get the best of me.
We're not gonna be perfect.
I get a little angry, a little irritated, frustrated, you know, and I get a little loud. And I hate that. I don't be trying to let the volume get up, but it just tends to happen sometimes. I'm working on that as I get older. And what that turns into for me is choosing silence.
Type shit.
I'd rather get quiet and not have anything to say or not say anything else than to keep trying to find the right thing to say and whatnot. Like, nah, like, I've reached my limit. I'm no longer able to calmly have this conversation. I'm feeling the irritation. My face is getting hot. Feel me? Like veins in my neck and forehead starting, sweating and whatnot.
Yeah, man. You know you heated when you sweating, man. When somebody really gets you to that point.
But again, that has taken years of, you know, making the wrong decision, allowing my emotions to get the best. Because it gets to a point where you feeling what you feeling, yes, but you gotta be grown enough to do something about that. And it's like, if it's always gonna be, oh, my emotions got the best of me, like, no. It gets to a point.
It does.
It gets to a point, like, you was already in your head thinking whatever you was thinking before you said what you said. And if you didn't think before you spoke, we already have a problem with that right there. So it's like, you know, I've just had to learn how to, when I'm feeling what I'm feeling, really think long and hard about what I'm about to say before I say anything. Because I may, you know, I can send this up, down, left, right, I don't know. But it used to be, when I feel it, I'm saying something. Very instinctual. That is what happens when you hang out with your mom too much. That's how my mom is. She get angry, she on it. She real quick, she real on it, you know.
Yeah.
My mom was talking about some, she tried to say that me and my brother are obsessed with her because we was talking about her in the 5th episode, and I'm talking about her again now. But because it was just the 3 of us, just the 4 of us when my grandmother was still here, but she wasn't always living with us, but it was always just the 3 of us. I hung out with my mother a lot, riding around with her to run errands and whatnot, go get her nails done, and I stayed with her. But that never made me so much of a mama's boy that I wouldn't, you know, give some pushback as I got older. Point being, I saw a lot of a woman's mannerisms and how she does things. Was I around my dad? Yeah, but I never really see when he get mad, he smile. It get a little, I ain't gonna hold you, get a little scary for whoever the problem is. It's like he's getting a little like happy about this. I don't know what's happening here, but
you looking forward to this, man.
I think you should chill. Well, my dad would have a very calm and like cool kind of reaction to his anger. My mother, it's fire, boy. It's up. It's up for everything. Full steam. She giving you the business. So it's like, I saw a lot of that, and growing up, as I got better with my words, it was a lot of that for me. Now, as I'm, you know, older, I pick and choose when I decide to give off that flame.
For sure.
You feel me? You kind of saw that today.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I had a moment where I felt like I could do that or I could chill, but I had to do it. I had to because it just felt like the right time to do it. It felt like just too perfect of a moment to let this go by. But
you have really long kneecaps.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna hold you there. These right here used to, like, when I would hit them up against like anything, it hurt. It's called Angstschlade, something like that.
You just named a Jewish hot dog, bro.
Basically,
I ain't gonna lie.
Basically, my body was growing faster than, you know, my knees could keep up with, or something like that, and that's how that occurred. So, you know, I mean, it's a good weapon if I need to knee somebody. Yeah.
That was random. That was so random.
I mean, UFC tonight, Max Holloway, Conor McGregor, but
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
As a closure, do you feel like you have more to say?
No.
I noticed it had nothing to do with Conor or Max. Looking forward to Spider-Man?
Of course.
What do you think about the Hulk?
Is he gonna be in it?
You ain't seen the trailer?
I ain't gonna hold you. I have not watched that trailer yet.
You ain't watched no trailer.
I watched the first one, but I never watched whatever second one.
Oh, the second
released.
one. Yep.
I low key be trying to duck any type of trailers.
That's
'cause
fair.
It's like,
That's
I
fair.
want to just go see
Wanna
the
go
movie
see
because
it.
sometimes they
Yeah.
be showing too much in the trailers and it be blowing me.
It hasn't been. It's still a lot up for like to the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Banner is there. Hulk is there. So just keep in mind with
I'm
that.
actually also looking forward to that movie, The Odyssey.
The Odyssey.
I never
Isn't
read
that like
that.
the third part of that movie?
I have no clue at all. That's the first time I've ever seen anything.
Oh, I'm thinking about Dune. You ever
Yeah,
seen-
no.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay,
have seen. I've seen
you
one or two.
Dune. Okay.
But nah, The Odyssey looks like it's gonna be really good.
What
It's-
is the Odyssey?
It's some book or some story
Okay.
from. It shows you that I don't know my history, but
Tight.
something to look up and read about. But those two, Spider-Man and the Odyssey, I'm looking forward to both of those movies. I want to see them
Facts.
both.
I don't. Okay, this is very specific, but Spider-Man movies I feel like always struggled once they started trying to incorporate too many villains or too many problems or antagonists at once. Besides Far From Home, that was done beautifully. There was 3 Spider-Man. It made sense. Spider-Man 3, you got Green Goblin. I'm talking about Tobey Maguire. You had Sandman, Venom, and you had Harry. And technically, I look at them as kind of 2 different people because Harry was already on his like, Harry don't bang with
Peter.
Spider-Man. But then you have when he
Spider-Man,
turned
yeah.
into Green Goblin.
Mhm.
Now it's a Green Goblin issue, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's kind of personality flip. Yeah, he had his redemption and stuff, but like it just felt very clustered. I forgot there was definitely another movie.
Mind you, you was born
Even-
in 05 and Spider-Man 3 came out in 07.
Really?
I believe so, yeah.
That's crazy. Actually, that sounds accurate because Spider-Man first one came out in 2002. But no, actually, Loki, yes, I did Loki have a problem with Far From Home. I feel like number one, the Lizard didn't get enough love in Far From Home. What's his name? Electro. How he would, bro, him and Spider-Man were probably one of the best parts of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 for me. I ain't gonna lie. And I feel like his character got like not disrespected, but like I don't know. It kind of just felt like it was a lot. It was Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus. At first, I thought he was gonna be bad, but he ended up being good.
In that last Spider-Man, Green Goblin was Willem Dafoe was my favorite
He
part
did great.
of the whole movie.
No, yeah, Green Goblin did good.
He was my favorite villain of that
Yeah,
whole.
he was my-
He
Yo,
put
when-
pause on
Bro,
Peter.
When Peter was on top of this man, pause, resume, banging on this man's face, and he just
And then they switched.
ugh.
And he put him through the floor. 2-3 separate stories. He was really giving him hell, bro.
giving that boy work.
Like
over
that
work.
version of Green
That
Goblin
version, that was a
is
DBH.
a problem.
But low-key, that was the same. That's the same exact Green Goblin, though.
I know.
Like right before he died.
That's the
Which
Green,
is kind of crazy.
to me, that's the real Green Goblin. Willem
Facts.
Dafoe, his Green
Dafoe.
Goblin, that's
Probably
the
one
real.
of the best.
Because in the first
best.
one,
Yeah.
he gave Spider-Man a run for his money. He was giving him the
Yo.
business the whole movie.
Yo, when they was in that abandoned house, and like
They was fighting.
yes, at the end, and he kicked him on a wall.
Mind you, he shook me. He shook Aunt May up real bad with the
Shut
bomb.
up. He threatened Shorty girl and
Put Mary Jane life at
Oh
risk.
my
Put the
God.
civilians' life at risk.
and you still
And put the
putting
paws on him.
belt on this man Peter, bro.
Yeah, no.
That him standing up and I'm so sorry. Plot. That was plot. My man's Peter Parker had the plot armor. The end of that movie.
He's
Because
supposed to lose that fight. That's what you're saying?
I think he was supposed. Yes, he was getting demolished. And what you mean? What was that strength at? Like 2 minutes ago.
He is Spider-Man.
He is Spider-Man, true. Maybe he just worked different. Maybe he owns that Super Saiyan. All that to say, I just hope in this movie they don't do too much with like trying to get the most out of it. Because I know Punisher's gonna be. Oh damn, you don't know.
No, I do know.
Oh,
that.
you know Punisher gonna be there? Okay, so Punisher, Hulk, a bunch of other people that you haven't seen yet in this other trailer. I just hope it doesn't become a cram movie. I still want to see Peter Parker. Yeah, I want to see Peter Parker. I don't just want to see Spider-Man. Let me see Spider-Man, of course.
Obviously.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm still worried about Peter.
You want
and
to see his
MJ.
life.
I'm still worried about what's going on with his best friend right now. You know what I'm saying? How is he talking to Bruce Banner?
Yo, dare I say it, this is gonna be the most emotional we've ever seen Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yes.
It's actually a great way to end this
Yes.
episode, bro. This is actually the most emotional we're gonna see Tom Holland Spider-Man
Facts.
ever be. He
I
just
will
gave up his
say,
whole life.
He was very emotional when Aunt May died. Like when the rain was there.
Yeah,
and
but
like,
we
bruh.
talking about a particular moment in
compared to
towards
like
the end of the movie.
yeah.
This is we coming back to him when after he's given up his whole entire life, where he's literally wiped his own existence from
Yeah,
everything.
facts.
Nobody knows who he doesn't exist. He
Like,
does not exist.
When he puts the mask on, he's the most loved person in New York. But Peter Parker right now
is nobody.
is a nobody.
He has to reacclimate if he wanted
Oh
to.
my
He has to
gosh.
find his way back into MJ's.
Yo,
he has a
imagine
lot to
watching
do.
your girl's story, and she's just going.
And in the first trailer I seen, he was at a party with her. Like, come on now, like he was at a party that her and his old best friend was. I forgot what his name was, but it's like, bro, like you're about to see him go through more emotional and psychological turmoil than we've probably ever seen him go through.
probably in all Spider-Man
Honestly.
trilogies.
Who's called?
Very random. I've never seen you get a phone call from your MacBook. I forgot that was the thing.
Yeah. Well,
This was fun, guys. It was nice talking to you guys. I hope you guys had fun listening to us talk about anything.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This has been, this is like episode 6.
I think about, yep.
Force theme. This is my bread and butter. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy doing this as something to do for fun. I really would like to see where this goes over time. I want to see just how many different people I could possibly reach while doing this, but I want to say thank you to anybody who has watched this far in. We're 6 episodes in.
Shout out Quavo.
And yeah, hey, look, this is Force theme.
Full steam ahead.
Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.